How did turning down $500,000 make Tony Hawk tens of millions of bucks? Back in 1999, Tony Hawk was the best skateboarder in the world. And at the X Games that year, he became the first person ever to land a 900. But although that was a big deal, it may not have been more impressive than his business move that year. Because at the same time, the first Tony Hawk video game was being developed. And before the game released in September 1999, Activision had a big offer for Tony Hawk. Activision offered him $500,000 up front instead of getting royalties based on how many games were sold. In the early 1990s, Tony Hawk was living off of $5 a day eating Taco Bell. And $500,000 was a huge payday for him at the time. But he still turned down the cash and took the royalty deal instead, which was a genius move. The game was a huge hit and they kept releasing a new one every year. And then fast forward 2 decades, the Tony Hawk video game franchise had done $1.4 billion in sales. It's been reported that Tony was making over $6 million a year from this game in the early 2000s. And to hear more sports business stories like this, drop a follow.